Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another vlog. Excuse my mess back here. I'm kind of cleaning up my room a little bit and tidying up. Today's topic for my vlog is kind of a typical week. This is week 6, moving on to 7 for grad school life, and I just wanted to kind of share what my typical week kind of looks like. I thought it would be helpful to let you all know like how I manage working full-time and also going to school full-time in a graduate program, and kind of what that looks like for me. So I do work 40 hours a week, sometimes a little bit more depending on what we have going on. And I do go to school. I do have 3 different classes. For graduate students, full-time is considered 6 units and above, and usually students only take 6 or 9 units if they're full-time. So I'm taking 9 units right now, which is kind of a lot, to be honest, but I would eventually have to take 9 units within the next 2 years to pretty much meet all the requirements. So that's kind of the workload that I already kind of have. Firstly, I wake up at about between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. I hop in the shower. A lot of the times I make my oatmeal or a shake, and I go to work, and usually I finish my shake or oatmeal at work, and then I make it through till lunch. Sometimes at lunch I read. It kind of helps it kind of helps open up free time in the evening once I get off, which does happen around 4:30. So I usually make it home right around 5 o'clock. I take a break, and then I make dinner, or I heat up some leftovers if I've planned out my meals far enough in advance. Sometimes I just warm up the food, and then I do some more homework. A lot of it is reading. Some of it is doing some of the assignments that I have to do. And so I try to stagger it throughout the week, so that when I do get to the weekend, if I've planned well enough, I could kind of focus on kind of recuperating some energy as well. But I do homework on the weekends as well. So after that, probably around 6:30 or so, I kind of do homework for maybe 2 hours, or an hour and a half till maybe 8:30, and then I kind of go into relaxation time. It kind of helps to turn off the working brain so much. So usually I just play some video games, or just watch some YouTube or some TV shows or whatever. And then most of the time I do go to bed around 11 o'clock. And I don't really fall asleep until maybe 11:30 or so. So my days are pretty long, but I've definitely gotten used to them. What I've really failed at on Mondays and Tuesdays is that I wanted to squeeze in some gym time as well. And I started out the semester really successful, and those last few weeks I haven't been able to kind of keep up with it. When I have went to the gym, it's usually at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then those days look like I wake up around 5. I make it to the gym around 5:15 or 5:30, and then I get about an hour, a little over an hour for a workout, which is actually pretty good. And then I have more time in the morning to kind of eat at home instead of eating my breakfast at work. And then on days where I have class, I have classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Those are extremely long days. A lot of the times too, when I'm doing my homework on Mondays and weekends, it's because I don't have the whole Wednesday or Thursday to kind of catch up on those assignments. So I do have to plan ahead a lot of the times. And so Wednesday, same deal. Wake up around the same time, 7 o'clock, and then I make it to work. After work, my first class starts at 4 o'clock and goes until 6:40, and then I have a short break, and then I have another class from 7 to 9:40. And then on Thursdays, I have a similar schedule, except on Thursdays I start class at 7 p.m. instead of 4 o'clock. So I do have a break after work, and it does help me catch up on some of the readings, or I could kind of give myself time to read, or stagger out some of the assignments and work, or right before class. Other times I kind of review notes, because when I read, I've gotten into the habit of writing notes about what I read. So I'll talk about that stuff in a different vlog though. So that's kind of what the typical week or first few days of the week look like. On Tuesdays, I'll usually make for dinner like spaghetti or something that I can make a lot of, so that I can kind of I don't have to worry about cooking or buying food for Wednesday and Thursday. But I do give myself the option to at least eat one different meal, because eating spaghetti for 3 days straight pretty much is kind of boring, and at least for 2 meals too in the 2 or 3 days. So I do give myself like rewards, so like I'll go and buy something, but I'll plan it out what day that I'm doing that, and it's actually worked really successfully for me, because I just grab everything that I need and I go, and I've already prepared everything kind of ahead of time, and it's all good to go. So Fridays, a lot of the times Fridays I've given myself the evening off, so I just relax, kind of do whatever I want to, play Fortnite, and then on Saturday, I've been trying to do my best to wake up early. Some of these last Saturdays I've worked in the morning, so I've usually lost a few hours in the morning to actually work out or work on homework. And then so on Saturdays in the afternoons, I focus maybe about 4 or 5 hours, maybe 4 hours on readings, writing reflections, and some other homework stuff that I have to do. And then same thing on Sundays. So Sundays in the afternoons as well, like after 1 or 2 o'clock until maybe about 6 or 7, I make sure that I'm kind of catching up on my homework and my readings. So and it has been working out pretty well. So that's kind of a snapshot of my week. For this last week, as sort of a reflection and update, a lot of people, along with myself, have felt in like a little lull, I guess that's what you call it. And I've just had lower energy, and I've definitely made it through. But I wouldn't say that I'm unmotivated. I just kind of don't have energy sometimes to kind of work towards school. And the lucky part is that I haven't had too much to focus on currently. I know upcoming there's going to be a lot of assignments kind of happening simultaneously, and I'm starting to feel better about it, so it's definitely helping. I had a great meeting with my advisor this week, which was pretty awesome, just to get updates and to get to know her as well. It was very useful. So I had 2 major projects that I completed, and I'm just really happy that I'm able to exceed what my own expectations were with my ability to kind of handle full-time work and full-time school. I had much respect for people who did it before, and I still do. And I'm just happy that I'm able to pull it through for myself as well. So with that being said, thank you for watching this vlog with me today. If you ever have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you are considering grad school, or if you kind of want some advice, I'll do my very best to get to your questions if you have them. Please leave a like on this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.